All right, comparing the four main characters from Hunter x Hunter to Togashi's previous manga, Yu Yu Hakusho. First, we got our protagonist, Gon, versus Yusuke, and we're going to be doing this based off writing. Okay, I like Yusuke better as a main character, like personality-wise, charisma, which I feel like people kind of just think that all characters' personalities, writing-wise, are equal. I think that's not true at all. I think writing a character who has like genuine charisma that comes popping off the screen and great personality is actually a lot more difficult, especially portraying it authentically rather than just telling people. And I think Yusuke does that amazingly. However, I think Gon's overall arc is more interesting to follow for sure. And the juxtaposition between his innocence and his dark side are a bit more interesting. So I'm going to give this point writing wise to Gon, even though if somebody was just asking me like just rank main characters based on like how like sick they are, like Yusuke would blow Gon out the water. Next, Kuwabara versus Leorio. I feel like this is kind of difficult because we're matching these characters kind of based off vibes, but like Kuwabara is technically like the deuteragonist, while in Hunter x Hunter it's Killua, but I feel like vibes wise Killua is closer to Hiei. And that's the issue because Kuwabara gets way more screen time than Leorio. So I think based off Kuwabara's like writing and development overall, like it has to be him. But at the same time, I feel like if Leorio were to get more focus, then he could easily catch up and surpass Kuwabara. But I do just like love Kuwabara's personality. I'm not gonna lie. So overall, we got 1-1. This point's going to Yu Yu Hakusho. The other point's going to Hunter x Hunter. Then we got Kurapika versus Kurama. Both like the pretty boy tritagonists of each show. They're both kind of like principled, effeminate, cool. They wield long rope-like weapons. Like they have a lot in common. I think Kurapika just has that like more interesting past and backstory, although both of them really do. They both have this like interesting moral complexity and dark side to them as well. I think this one definitely has to go to Kurapika just because his revenge aspect kind of really takes it over the water over Kurama's like previous relationship with one of the three kings in the final arc. I feel like also Kurama has this issue where it's like a lot of his character development feels like it happened before the show even started. So Kurama, again, is still a great character, but I think this has to go to Kurapika. I also think Kurapika's relationship to inspiring Gon, to like a lot of Gon's dark past were like foreshadowed by Kurapika's actions. Kurapika's kind of like the kind of good, kind of bad influence older brother. I think that's really interesting. Whereas Kurama, I don't think his relationships to the others are as interesting. And lastly, both these characters are goated, but writing wise, I definitely think Killua's arc is much stronger.